Say we're in London, baby.
We're in London, baby.
I'm filming the prettiest piece of artwork.
A little spicy.
Ain't no New York bagel, that's for sure. I really like it.
Honestly, I would die if they were ugly.
We're at the bridge. This is Yoonji's.
No. Okay.
It's very cold. We are in London for 2 days. Jimmy booked us a brunch appointment, so that's where we're headed now. We're just gonna explore, and then I'm getting my hair cut later. I feel like when I vlog, babe, I really use my like influencer voice. Getting a haircut later. Okay, I'm gonna stop doing that. In London, baby.
We're in. Oh, I can't use my British accent. Come on.
Say we're in London, baby.
We're in London, baby.
Oh my god, guys, this is so good. You know how sometimes places are like overhyped? I thought maybe this would be one of those places that's really popular, but a little overhyped, but it's actually so good.
I might need to order another roll.
Non-roll.
I haven't had chai until now.
Jimmy loves a good dirty chai. Wow, that's good.
Want that one? Sit down.
Just so you guys know, we're really in London. Oh my god, babe, I'm filming the prettiest piece of artwork.
Masterpiece.
Wow, look at these green birds. Wow, they're such a pretty shade of pink. Okay, so we came to this bagel place. It's really popular. The line's like super long. But anyways, like show the sandwich or show the bagel. Whoa.
Pretty good.
Worth the line?
A little spicy. See why not? Good.
The meat's really good. My haircut's in this area, so we figured we'd just hang out here for a while because there's a lot of vintage shops and stuff here. We saw this other bagel shop like right next door, and it looks pretty good. So Jimmy wanted to compare and see the difference between the two.
Bacon and egg bagel.
Yeah.
I don't think they gave us some bacon though.
Oh, that's not enough bacon. That's so much.
Dude, I'm
bacon.
just kidding. It's like 10 strips of bacon. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's not bad. I think it's too much bacon for you though. Oh my goodness.
There's no sauce in it. I think the other one's a little better, but this ain't no New York bagel, that's for sure. So we've been walking around a lot, so we want to sit. And a lot of you guys recommended this coffee shop called Nagare. It's so cute. I think some of you guys said it was opened by 3 people from Hong Kong. It's a nice little family-owned shop, I guess. Those are the kinds of cafes that we like. Jimmy took some cute photos of me. Jimmy got a pearl latte. And then I wanted a hot chocolate, but they had something on the menu called chocolate chai, so we decided to try that. Yummy. I see what you mean. It's very subtle. My chocolate chai. It tastes like like cinnamon. for having never been here before, and I'm gonna be real, I never really wanted to come because everybody that's been has told me that it's so gloomy in London, like you won't want to go. Honestly, we had good luck, and yesterday was super sunny, and today is not that gloomy, it looks like outside. There's still some sunshine. So yeah, I've like really enjoyed myself. Everything here's, the architecture, like the buildings and stuff is really pretty, and there's so much food, like different types of food, and I don't know, I feel like the vibes are like really good. But yesterday it was so funny. Me and Jimmy were at dinner and we were sitting next to these two girls who were just catching up and chit-chatting. Jimmy, do you know what I'm talking about? It was actually so funny. So basically, one of the girls was just pretty much like listening to the other girl talk the whole time. The talkative girl, let's call her
Nancy.
Nancy. Okay, so I don't even need to name the other girl because Nancy's the star of the story. So Nancy was talking about, the first thing when we sat down was immediately she was just talking about dating. And she was particularly talking about dating on like reality shows, and how the one that she thinks is the most realistic is Love Island, because the conversations that they have on there and stuff are very similar to actual conversations people would have while dating. The other girl was like, oh, like I've never seen it, would you go on it? And she's like, no, I'm too old to go on it. And then the other girl was like, oh, but then what about Love is Blind? And Nancy was like, oh my gosh, I love Love is Blind. And then she goes, I would die if they turned out to be ugly though. And me and Jimmy were literally like,
Dude, I lost it because we were both secretly listening on the conversation.
we weren't talking. We were
talking.
just like eating our dumplings, like,
because she was just like,
it was just so interesting.
Yeah, but
yeah,
because she was like, oh yeah, I love Love is Blind. I love that concept. Like, it'd be so interesting to get to know someone without knowing what they look like. But honestly, I would die if they were ugly. Because it was hard too, because she was also facing us.
Yeah, she was facing us.
Because her friend was sitting right next to us.
Yeah, and it wasn't like she was talking softly either. She was pretty loud.
She probably knew that we heard. I don't think she's the type to care.
Yeah, there's no way she didn't know that we heard.
But
yeah.
Man, that was just,
that
oh
was
my God.
So funny. Like, I thought it was really funny, but I could control myself. But I looked at Jimmy and he was like I could tell you were trying to think about something else that wasn't funny so that you wouldn't.
I was trying to think about something to say to you.
Yeah, to make it look like that we weren't listening.
Yeah, so we had a conversation and I just
started laughing.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah. Then she was talking about, okay, so at this point, me and Jimmy are like, okay, this girl she's a character, right? Like she says what she wants, she doesn't care. She says out of pocket things, she doesn't care. But then she had a conversation that, you know, I find some people would disagree with. So basically she's talking about her friend, and her friend is, I guess her way of communicating with her friends is through text. And so she was saying how like her friend would text her, and then if she didn't respond right away, or like she didn't respond with exclamation points or emojis and stuff like that, like her friend would be like, oh, is like anything wrong, are you okay, like that. She never said like, oh, she would get really mad or anything. She was just kind of worried anytime she didn't get, like, Nancy's response was less than excited. And Nancy was telling her friend pretty aggressively that was very burdensome, and basically in her own words, she said, that's not my problem. Like, when she obviously, her personality is, she confronted her friend about it because it was getting too much for her, and she told her friend that, you know, you getting anxious over me not responding the way you want me to is not my problem. And it came off really harsh when I was listening to her conversation, because to me what it sounded like was her friend wasn't really like mad at her or anything for not responding. It was more just like anytime she wouldn't respond, or she would respond maybe half-heartedly or what seemed half-heartedly, her friend would, you know, be like, oh, maybe something's wrong. Maybe I should ask her what's wrong. I mean, I don't know. I'm not in their friendship. It's just what I gathered from eavesdropping. I was like, I feel really bad for the friend. Because, like, what if her friend was just trying to have good intentions and check on her, you know? Like, I totally understand Nancy's point of view, considering from what I gathered about the other conversation she was having, like, that does align with her personality. But I felt so bad for that friend. Maybe it's because I am that friend. Like, I read into text so much. What was your opinion, Jimmy?
Without knowing the relationship, it feels like it comes off like very self-centered. Like you expect the whole world to know exactly what you're feeling and going through at the moment.
Yeah.
And so, like, it might be different if she's, like, actively communicated this to her. It's like, I don't like it when you text me these things, and, like, and she keeps doing it. Then I think it's, like, something that's very frustrating that you can vent about.
Yeah.
But if you're just expecting people to kind of know your moods and reply based off of that, I think that's pretty...
unfair.
Yeah, like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't know the whole story. Like, maybe she already, like, has talked to her about this, but...
Yeah.
Anyways, that was my story time from yesterday, because that girl was very interesting to listen to, even if you tried not to listen to her. We just grabbed some coffee from this place called Black Sheep Coffee. The vibes were cool, so we decided to check it out. I've been trying all the hot chocolates here because I'm not a big coffee person. I'm very picky about my coffee. So I added like a shot of coffee into my hot chocolate. How's your chai latte?
It's also okay.
He's been trying all the chai lattes here. Yesterday he had a really good one, but today it's okay so far. It's our tourist moment, babe. We're at the bridge.
We made it. We're gonna walk across the bridge.
Oh, I'm so tired. Why he's taking a picture of the bridge and not me? I don't know. Guys, so this place, I forgot Jimmy booked it because he knows I love magicians. And this place has a magic show during brunch. We couldn't film the show, obviously, but the magician was so good. He's actually from South Korea.
Yeah, what's going on?
We do have an avocado toast.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like the Prosecco thing, there might have been something in his, like, in the drink, in that Prosecco bottle, that, like, stirred it up and caused it to pop.
And he just controls when it happens.
Yeah.
귀여워. 윤지.
This is Yoonji's. She looks like Lupi. It's me.
It's you?
Football.
It looks chocolate.
Chocolate football. And what is it?
It's Kiki from Kiki's Delivery Service, but I put Gigi here. Get a broom, and then Kiki, and then Kiki's Ugly Dumpling Service because this place is called